for my money, GitHub Pages is far and away the world's best free website hosting platform. And not only is it incredibly reliable and incredibly affordable, but it's also incredibly easy to set up and use. And if you give me just a few minutes of your time, I'm not only going to show you how to set up GitHub Pages and quickly upload all of your HTML and image files to your GitHub Pages account, but I'm also going to show you how easy it is to map a domain name from a registrar like GoDaddy to your GitHub Pages account, so you can actually give people a real domain name when you want to send them to your website. But creating the initial repository that's going to hold all of your HTML files, that is exactly what we're going to do next. Okay, I got my glasses on, so you know I mean business. The prerequisite for using GitHub Pages to host your website is you got to have a GitHub account. I've got an account here called Learn Git Fast, and the name of the account is important because if you want to do website hosting with GitHub Pages, you're supposed to create a brand new repository, and that repository has to be the name of your account. My account is learn-git-fast.github.io. If you don't make the name of the repository the same as the name of your account with .github.io after it, things get a little bit more complicated. This is the easy way to do it. I always like to add a README file that just puts a little bit of meat into the repository. You can put a gitignore file in there. You can put a license in there. It's not necessary. I'm just going to go ahead, click that beautiful green button, and boom, all of a sudden I have my repository created. Now, once you've got your repository created, upload all of your HTML, your CSS, your image files, whatever you have. You just have to click Add File here. I'm going to say Upload Files, and I've actually got a little HTML page right there, the index.html page. There's an rps.html page as well, but that's just a little rock, paper, scissors application. Once you drop those on, just click Commit Changes, and boom, you've uploaded your files to GitHub for GitHub Pages use. Now, let's go and see if this is all working. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Settings for my repository, and from Settings, I'm going to go down and click on Pages. That's the configuration for GitHub Pages, and you can see here, look, it's actually already configured the URL, and it says my site is now actually live. Now, by the way, by default, it'll pull all of the files that it uses for GitHub Pages off the main branch. You can change that. You can do some cool things with GitHub Actions if that's important to you. You can even add a Jekyll theme, and you can start doing blogging and templating for your web pages, but you don't have to. You can just accept the defaults like I've got right here. Now I'm going to click on learn-git-fast.github.io, and look at that. There's a very, very handsome rock, paper, scissors application hosted right there on github.io. Now, that's how easy it is to set up free hosting on GitHub Pages. Now, the next thing you'll probably want to do is actually map a domain name to the name of your account. You don't want to be handing people learn-git-fast.github.io, and mapping a GoDaddy domain name to your GitHub Pages account. That is exactly what we're going to do next. Okay, a very quick interruption here. A couple of things. If you're enjoying this tutorial, please like and subscribe. I don't know why, but the YouTube algorithm hates me for some reason. So every like, every comment, every subscription goes a long way in just shaking up the algorithm, and maybe some of my videos will get more than 500 views. A couple of other things. I've been working hard with Darcy DeClute. I helped her publish the Scrum Master Certification Guide recently. If you're interested in Scrum, getting certified and advancing your career in that sort of project management arena, check that out. Also, I've got my latest book coming out, Hibernate Made Easy version 4. If you sign up for my newsletter, I'm going to be raffling a couple of copies of that off when it finally gets released. And lastly, I've been working really hard to help people enhance their career, enhance their resume, and get AWS and Scrum certified. So if you check out certificationexam.guru, you'll see a whole bunch of practice exams that are designed to really help help you hone your skills and get certified on the first try in Scrum, Solution Architect, DevOps, Cloud Practitioner, even Java certification exams. So if you've got a second, please check that out. And if you want to get AWS certified, that is definitely the place to go. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Let's get back into the DevOps. Okay, in order to map a domain name to your GitHub Pages account, you have to have registered a domain name. I registered over on GoDaddy, mcnz.ca. MCNZ, my last name is Mackenzie, it's kind of a short form, .ca, because I'm Canadian from the 51st state, and it's www.mcnz.ca that I want people to go to in order for them to get to my GitHub Pages account. So I need to map that URL, that domain name, to my GitHub Pages account. So how do we do it? Well, we go back into GitHub first, and we go back into that GitHub Pages settings configuration page. You get there by going to your repository, clicking settings, clicking pages, and it's the same spot where we got the URL from previously. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a section to put in your custom domain. And that's what I'm going to do, www.mcnz.ca, type your custom domain name in there and click save. Now, a couple of things will happen when you do that. First of all, it's going to do a DNS check to make sure that you've configured the domain name properly in your registrar, which we haven't done yet. And also, it's going to enforce HTTPS. It usually takes a minute to generate a certificate, so it's not immediate, but it's going to do a bunch of good things for us. Now, it does say the DNS check was unsuccessful, but we haven't configured DNS for mcnz.ca, so that's expected. So go over to your GoDaddy account or Names Cheap account or Route 53 in Amazon, wherever you registered your domain name, and click on the DNS settings for that domain name. There's at least two settings that you need to make. The first one is a CNAME addition. So I'm going to click Add New Record. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to say it's a CNAME type. And what I want to do is I want to map www to learngitfast.github.io. That's the URL that I was given by GitHub Pages to access the account initially. But we want to map our custom domain name to that. Now, notice there's a dot at the end there. I don't know why, but I always have a dot at the end there. It always seems to add it. So I'm not going to argue with anybody. So I'm going to click Save to add that in. Now, after that, you have to add in an A record. Now, in the documentation from GitHub Pages, it lists 4 different IP addresses that you can add in as A records. If you want to be smart, you can add all 4 in, but I prefer to be lazy than to be smart, so I'm just going to add 1 in. But it's an A record type. You use the @ symbol there, you paste in that value, you say save. And now we've got the name server configuration and we've got the CNAME pointing to our domain name. Now, it can take 10, 15, 20 minutes for DNS settings to propagate throughout the internet. In fact, sometimes it can take days. So be patient before you actually go back to your website and try your domain name. But you know what? I've never been good at being patient. So I'm just going to open up a new browser. I'm going to paste in www.mcnz.ca, click enter, and boom, the web page comes up and my domain name is now mapped to my GitHub Pages account.